Imagine waking up every morning as one of the most powerful voices in media, commanding a microphone that reaches millions while building an empire worth $50 million and counting. From the dirt roads of a small South Carolina town to signing a $200 million deal that cements his place among the giants of podcasting and radio, Charlamagne the God has turned raw honesty and relentless hustle into a legendary career. With multiple books on the New York Times bestseller list and induction into the Radio Hall of Fame, he stands as a symbol of black excellence in entertainment. But what does success truly look like when the cameras stop rolling? What secrets hide behind the gates of his private world? Stick around, because today we are pulling back the curtain on the real lifestyle of Charlamagne the God in 2026. Early life and struggles. Charlamagne the God, born Leonard Larry McKelvey, entered the world on June 29, 1978 in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, a modest rural community where opportunities felt as scarce as the paved roads. His father, Larry Thomas McKelvey, shifted from Jehovah's Witness roots to embracing Islam, while his mother, Julie, worked as an English teacher and held strong to her faith. The family navigated tight finances and the everyday realities of a small southern town where dreams often collided with limited resources. His parents instilled values of resilience, but life tested those lessons early and often. His father played a pivotal role in shaping his character, delivering tough love warnings that echoed for years. Larry would tell his son that without change, the path ahead led only to jail, death, or sitting broke under a tree. That blunt advice became a guiding force, especially during turbulent teenage years when Leonard found himself drawn into street life. He sold drugs, faced multiple arrests for possession of marijuana and cocaine, and once spent 41 days behind bars after being near a non-fatal shooting. His father initially refused to post bail, forcing a moment of reflection that became a turning point. Eventually, his mother stepped in, and the experience pushed him toward night school and a high school diploma. Another profound challenge came at age 8 when he endured sexual molestation by a family member. He later spoke openly about the trauma, how it lingered into adulthood, fueling anxiety and a drive to break cycles of silence. These hardships did not define him, but forged the unfiltered voice that would later captivate audiences. Through it all, his mother's quiet support and his father's tough wisdom provided the foundation. Charlamagne has often credited these early struggles with teaching him the power of honesty and the importance of creating opportunities where none seemed to exist. The lessons from Moncks Corner became the fuel for everything that followed. Career journey, Charlamagne the God's entry into radio, began in 1998 when he landed an internship in the promotions department at Z93 Jams in Charleston, South Carolina. Fresh out of night school and determined to escape the limited options of his small town, he hustled behind the scenes, learning every aspect of the business while dreaming of stepping in front of the microphone. By 1999, he earned his first on-air shifts, but the early years tested him relentlessly. He bounced between 6 different stations and was fired from 4 of them, each dismissal teaching him the brutal reality of an industry that rewards consistency over comfort. Those rejections did not break his spirit. Instead, they sharpened his voice and reinforced his commitment to unfiltered honesty, the very trait that would later define him. The true turning point arrived in 2010 when he joined The Breakfast Club on Power 105.1 in New York City alongside DJ Envy and Angela Yee. What began as a local morning show quickly transformed into a nationally syndicated cultural phenomenon. Listeners tuned in for the raw interviews, the signature Donkey of the Day segment, and the fearless conversations that no other platform dared to host. Major artists, politicians, and celebrities made The Breakfast Club a mandatory stop, drawn to Charlamagne's ability to ask the questions audiences craved. The show's influence grew so massive that by the early 2020s, it reached over 7 million listeners monthly. In 2020, the trio earned induction into the Radio Hall of Fame, a historic milestone that recognized their impact on black culture and American media. Beyond radio, Charlamagne expanded his empire with authorship. His debut book, Black Privilege, Opportunity Comes to Those Who Create It, landed on the New York Times bestseller list in 2017, offering candid lessons pulled straight from his own journey. He followed with Shook One, Anxiety Playing Tricks on Me in 2018, and Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks in 2024, each title sparking national conversations about mental health, personal growth, and authentic communication. In 2020, he launched the Black Effect Podcast Network in partnership with iHeartMedia, a platform dedicated to amplifying black voices across culture, politics, sports, and social impact. Under his leadership, the network exploded, surpassing 1 billion total downloads and growing to more than 60 shows. He owns 51% of the venture, giving him creative and financial control that few hosts ever achieve. The pinnacle of his career came in August of 2025 with a landmark 5-year, $200 million extension with iHeartMedia. The deal secured his continued role on The Breakfast Club while providing massive resources to scale The Black Effect even further. Plans include adding 10 new shows throughout 2026 and capitalizing on iHeartMedia's exclusive partnership with Netflix to stream The Breakfast Club and select podcasts starting in 2026. He also maintains a book imprint, Black Privilege Publishing with Simon & Schuster, and has hosted television projects like Thaw God's Honest Truth. These achievements have not only built a multifaceted media empire, but have positioned him as a true architect of black storytelling in entertainment. From those early mornings grinding in Charleston to commanding a $200 million contract that places him alongside the biggest names in podcasting, Charlamagne the God's career proves that relentless authenticity and strategic vision can turn a local intern into one of the most influential voices of his generation. The journey is far from over, yet every chapter continues to inspire millions to create their own opportunities. Real estates, the Upper Saddle River masterpiece, $25 million. Stepping into Charlamagne the God's primary residence feels like entering a carefully curated sanctuary that perfectly balances professional ambition with family warmth. The flow begins in expansive, open-plan living and dining areas designed for effortless connection, where large gatherings happen naturally during holidays or casual weekends. Plush seating arrangements invite long conversations, and the layout encourages everyone to linger without feeling confined. Adjacent sits a chef's kitchen equipped for serious cooking sessions, where he and his wife Jessica prepare meals together, turning routine evenings into shared rituals that ground their busy lives. Moving through the home reveals private quarters tailored for the family's 4 daughters, offering comfortable spaces that foster independence while staying close to the heart of the house. Thoughtful bathrooms provide spa-like retreats with deep soaking tubs and rainfall showers, perfect for unwinding after intense workdays or school routines. A dedicated workspace stands out as the nerve center for his media empire, featuring ergonomic setups and ample natural light that keep creative energy flowing during late-night planning sessions. Throughout, the design prioritizes comfort without excess, creating an environment where authenticity thrives. The true highlight awaits outside, where an inviting outdoor pool serves as the family's favorite escape. Surrounded by lounging areas and shaded spots, it becomes the scene for summer splash sessions, weekend barbecues, and quiet mornings of reflection. Charlamagne often shares how the pool area helps him reset after early studio calls, turning the property into more than a house, but a true home base that supports every chapter of his life. This estate reflects the stability he fought to build, a place where past struggles feel distant and future possibilities feel close at hand. Transitioning from this flagship property reveals another layer of his carefully chosen portfolio, one that honors his roots while offering fresh perspectives on success. The South Carolina Family Retreat, $15 million. Located closer to his Moncks Corner origins, this second home delivers a more relaxed, yet equally refined atmosphere that emphasizes reconnection and heritage. Upon entering, the emphasis shifts toward cozy, family-oriented spaces with inviting seating zones that encourage storytelling and laughter among generations. The layout flows seamlessly into areas perfect for multi-generational gatherings, where extended family members can spread out comfortably during visits. A well-appointed kitchen takes center stage for Southern-style cooking marathons, allowing Charlamagne to recreate childhood flavors with modern twists alongside Jessica and their daughters. Bedroom suites here feel intentionally warm and personal, providing peaceful corners for the girls to unwind or for quiet parental moments. Bathrooms offer luxurious yet practical touches with oversized showers and soaking features that make every morning routine feel like a small luxury. The overall design fosters a sense of belonging, reminding everyone of the journey from humble beginnings to intentional abundance. Outside, the outdoor pool area transforms into a vibrant hub for summer days filled with cannonballs, floating games, and backyard cookouts that strengthen family bonds. Shaded cabanas and open decks allow for relaxed afternoons where conversations flow as freely as the water. Charlamagne describes this property as his anchor to South Carolina values, a place where he can step away from New York intensity and recharge through simple joys like watching his children play in the same region that shaped him. It bridges past and present beautifully, proving that true success includes preserving the places and people that matter most. As we explore further into his holdings, the collection reveals yet another dimension of thoughtful living, one focused on escape and renewal. The Florida Coastal Villa, $10 million. This third property offers a distinct vibe centered on serenity and personal recharge, creating an intimate counterpoint to the other two homes. The interior layout highlights peaceful living zones with flowing transitions between sitting areas that invite contemplation after high-energy periods. Family spaces here feel tailored for smaller, more focused moments, such as evening game nights or shared reading sessions that nurture closeness without overwhelming scale. The kitchen maintains functionality for light meals and healthy snacks, aligning with Jessica's fitness background and the family's wellness priorities. Private bedrooms provide tranquil retreats, each offering views that promote restful sleep and fresh starts. Bathrooms emphasize rejuvenation with features designed for self-care rituals that support mental clarity. The design keeps things streamlined yet elevated, ensuring every corner contributes to a sense of calm that contrasts the fast-paced demands of media life. The outdoor pool stands as the villa's signature element, positioned for maximum enjoyment with surrounding lounge spaces ideal for sunrise swims or sunset dips that wash away stress. It becomes a personal oasis where Charlamagne finds balance, often using the area for family bonding or solo reflection on upcoming projects. This coastal escape rounds out his real estate portfolio by providing variety, reminding us that luxury means having options to match every mood and season. Together, these three properties paint a complete picture of intentional living, each one distinct yet connected through the common thread of family, reflection, and hard-earned peace. Car collection. Charlamagne, the god, approaches his vehicles with the same intentional mindset he brings to every part of his life, choosing cars that serve real family needs, demanding work schedules, and occasional moments of personal escape rather than chasing fleeting trends. His collection of three thoughtfully selected rides reflects a man who has moved past the flash of early success and now values reliability, comfort, and quiet luxury that fits a 47-year-old media mogul balancing early studio calls, cross-country family trips, and rare date nights. At the top of the lineup sits his Mercedes Maybach S-Class sedan, valued at $400,000. This flagship vehicle has become his trusted daily driver for those pre-dawn commutes from New Jersey to the New York studio. He often shares how, after years of unreliable rides during his struggling radio days, sliding into the Maybach feels like arriving at the destination before the journey even begins. The serene cabin allows him to review notes, prepare interview questions, or simply enjoy a few minutes of silence before stepping into the high-energy breakfast club environment. On weekends, the spacious rear seats comfortably accommodate his wife Jessica and their 4 daughters for quick city outings or airport runs, turning routine travel into smooth, stress-free experiences that keep the family connected, even during hectic schedules. Next in the collection is the Range Rover, priced at $250,000, which he reserves for longer family road trips back to South Carolina or weekend escapes to the coastal villa. The vehicle's capable handling and generous interior make it perfect for packing snacks, playlists, and the girls' essentials when heading south to reconnect with roots. Charlamagne loves recounting how these drives become storytelling sessions where he shares lessons from his own childhood while the family sings along to music or debates, everything from school projects to current events. It handles everything from highway cruising to the rural roads near Monk's Corner with ease, reminding him that success means having the freedom to return home without sacrificing comfort or safety. The Range Rover embodies the balance he strives for, rugged enough for adventure yet refined enough for the life he has built. Rounding out the trio is the Mercedes CLS Coupe, acquired for $150,000 and fulfilling a personal milestone he had quietly dreamed about for years. While not the most extravagant choice, the elegant coupe delivers refined performance ideal for solo drives when he needs to clear his head after intense production days, or for intimate date nights with Jessica when the schedule finally aligns. He describes it as his reward for staying consistent through every chapter of his career, a car that feels special without demanding attention, much like the public persona he has cultivated over nearly 3 decades in media. These 3 vehicles work together as tools that enhance daily living rather than symbols meant only for show. From the Maybach's effortless commutes to the Range Rover's family adventures and the CLS's quiet moments of reflection, Charlamagne's car collection tells an ongoing story of progression, purpose, and a man who chooses vehicles that support the full spectrum of his evolving lifestyle in 2026. Personal life. At the heart of everything Charlamagne the God has built stands his family, the quiet force that keeps him grounded amid the demands of a high-profile media career. He has been married to his high school sweetheart, Jessica Gadsden, since 2014 after more than a decade of shared struggles and growth. Jessica, a dedicated fitness coach and personal trainer, has been his steady partner since their days in Monk's Corner, South Carolina. Their relationship began in humble circumstances and has weathered early financial hardships, long nights of radio uncertainty, and the pressures of sudden fame. Together they share 4 beautiful daughters whose privacy Charlamagne fiercely protects, rarely sharing details publicly while crediting fatherhood with completely reshaping his priorities and sense of purpose. The couple's milestones, from their intimate wedding to the births of each child, represent deeply personal celebrations of endurance and love. Jessica's unwavering support during his radio firings and career pivots remains one of the cornerstones of their bond. She continues to run her own wellness business while helping maintain the family's focus on health and balance. Their marriage mirrors the raw honesty Charlamagne brings to the microphone, built on open conversations, mutual accountability, and a shared commitment to breaking generational cycles. Public life has not been without challenges. In 2025, Charlamagne openly addressed past infidelity within the marriage, stating clearly that the incidents had not occurred since October 2016 and expressing genuine remorse for the pain caused. He has also confronted a 2001 accusation of sexual misconduct that was ultimately dismissed after DNA evidence failed to support the claim. In both instances, he chose transparency over deflection, cooperating fully with authorities, and using the experiences as opportunities for personal reflection and growth. Rather than allowing controversy to define him, he has spoken candidly about the importance of owning mistakes, seeking therapy, and modeling accountability for his audience and his children. These moments of vulnerability have only deepened the relatability he brings to his work. Beyond the immediate family circle, Charlamagne maintains strong ties to his South Carolina roots through consistent community involvement. Each year he organizes backpack and school supply drives as well as turkey giveaways at his alma mater in Moncks Corner, providing resources to students who face the same limited opportunities he once navigated. These efforts extend through the Black Effect Network, where he champions initiatives that support Black entrepreneurs, mental health awareness, and youth education. He has received recognition for these contributions, yet he approaches the work with quiet humility, viewing it as a natural extension of the values his parents instilled. In balancing the spotlight with fatherhood, partnership, and service, Charlamagne, the God, demonstrates that true success encompasses more than professional triumphs. His personal life reflects the same authenticity, resilience, and purposeful action that define his public persona. The lessons he shares on air about mental health, honesty, and creating opportunity find their deepest expression at home, where he strives to be fully present for his wife and daughters while honoring the community that shaped him. In 2026, as his media empire continues to expand, this grounded foundation remains the source of his greatest fulfillment and the reason millions continue to connect with his journey. From the struggles of his youth to the pinnacle of media influence and a lifestyle defined by thoughtful luxury, Charlamagne the God continues to inspire through unapologetic truth and purposeful living. His journey reminds us that opportunity truly comes to those who create it. If you enjoyed this deep dive into his world in 2026, smash that like button, subscribe for more insider looks at your favorite celebrities, and drop a comment telling us which part surprised you most. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay blessed and keep creating your own path. Peace.